When Men in Black 2 came out and I was introduced to both it and the first one, I just loved it. I loved the idea, I loved the cast, I had so much fun that I went to my closet, grabbed a black t-shirt, grabbed my black pants, black socks, black shoes, went to school dressed up all in black, and called myself a man in black. I tried to get all of my friends together to go play Men in Black at recess, but you know what they all decided to play instead? Tag. How traditional and how lame. But now, 10 years later with Men in Black 3 coming out, do I still have that same passion for it? Let's find out. Now, as I said early on, I love the idea of Men in Black. I love that there's a special agent force that comes down whenever there's an alien sighting, an alien attack, takes care of the alien, and then zaps our memories of it. Now, I kind of wonder, are they real? Are there really aliens out there? And is Men in Black a true story? Is it true events? Like, maybe there are aliens, man. And maybe they're coming to get us, and this force really does exist, and they're erasing our memories. Makes you think, don't it? Now, the plot of Men in Black 3, there's an alien by the name of Boris the Animal who has a past with Agent K. He escapes prison. He goes back in time to try and kill Agent K before he arrests him. That way that his initial idea to take over the Earth can actually happen. Now, this is where Agent J steps in, of course, played by Will Smith, who has to go back in time and stop this from happening. Now, when he goes back in time, this is where we're introduced to Josh Brolin as the young Agent K. Josh Brolin as the young Tommy Lee Jones and the young Agent K. This dude owns the role. He makes you really feel like he is Agent K. He has the same facial expressions as Tommy Lee Jones. He has the same sayings, the same attitude. He just owns it. The time travel aspect. Now, this was one of the reasons I liked this movie. It's also one of the reasons why I like Dark Shadows, because of the way that they take somebody from a different time period and put them into a different situation. Now, Dark Shadows, it got annoying. In this one, I still enjoyed a bunch of the stuff that Will Smith did. Now, when he's in, of course, 1969, he doesn't have all of the same equipment that he would in his original time. Like, for instance, they mention, you know, the red button in all of their cars that make them go into hyperspeed. They don't have that yet. And, you know, he's using normal guns with normal ammunition instead of, you know, the space ones early on in the film. Now, also, there's this one character that I had heard a lot about that a lot of people did not like him. His name was Griffin. And I heard references that he was like the Jar Jar Binks of the Men in Black series. And I don't believe that. I really enjoyed this character. He comes in about halfway through the film, and he's like an alien that can see different realities, see different possible future outcomes. And he was funny. I really did enjoy him. Some of his dialogue was just hilarious. He was just a fun guy. You know, he had this big, huge smile. He was just happy to be there. He was just a fun guy. I'd like to meet him someday. He seemed cool. I want to hang out with him someday. Griffin, you my man. Wow, that was a strange tangent. Anyways, what I didn't like about this film, Jermaine Clement as the villain. I don't even know where to begin with him. He never really talked. He always growled and grunted, and when he did talk, it was more of a shout, over the top, Grizzly Adams, countryman voice, I guess, without, I don't know how to describe it, but it didn't feel like they were fighting an alien. It felt more like they were fighting bears. And also the ending. The ending just didn't stick with me, I guess. I could see why some people would like it. It was a good ending. It was a good way to end a trilogy if they were to end it. But it was just, they tried to take J and K's relationship to make it more personal instead of, you know, business related. And it just felt so coincidental, I guess, the best way to put it. It didn't fit right with me, in my opinion. So a major question a lot of people ask, will Men in Black beat the Avengers at the box office? Now, as content-wise and story-wise and all that, Avengers is a far superior movie than Men in Black. But Because of the fan base that Men in Black has, and the fans like me that like the originals are going to go see it, then they possibly could make the money to beat the Avengers. But overall, I think the Avengers is still a far superior movie. So from a rating standpoint, I really wanted to go into this film and give it a 10 out of 10 because I was such a fan of the original too. But I can't do that. It had a couple flaws with it. The flaws kind of outweighed the pluses for me. So I'm going to have to give it a 7.5 out of 10, I think. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think it will beat the Avengers at the box office? Also, if you would, leave me a rating. I really appreciate it. And if you're feeling really generous, which I know you guys are because you're great people, hit that subscribe button above my head. I really appreciate it. My name is Mikey, and this has been another episode of Colossal Analysis, and I'll see you guys next time.